Hi everyone, this is Sana Ali here, one of the founders and directors of Property Twins. Today I'm speaking with one of our buyer's agency clients, Pankaj. So Pankaj is a corporate professional, and when Pankaj came to us, he was looking to invest in his first investment property, and we assisted Pankaj in buying a property in Western Australia in late 2022. Hi Pankaj, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm very well, Sana. How are you?
Good. So, Pankaj, tell me a bit about yourself, your family, your profession, what you do, and where you live.
Yes, Sana, I work in banking sector and on the business side, like I'm a business analyst, right? So, number one, my days are quite busy, as you would notice, right? And then I have got family, like a wife, lovely wife, and she recently moved here. And before she was going to move, like we started our discussion, and you also said like, okay, take her in the journey, take her with you. Yeah. So yeah, she was across everything what I'm doing regarding my investment journey. And currently I'm living in Oran Park. So this is my principal place of residence.
In Sydney.
And yeah, exactly, in Sydney. And buying, I built some equity, and then I was looking for buying an investment property. And that's why I started doing some research around how to approach the investment journey, right? And that's how I contacted you guys in on Facebook first. And before that, definitely, I have gone through your videos and everything. So yeah.
So,
uh,
I'm curious, Pankaj, of course, everyone has different goals as to why they invest. So, for yourself, tell me what was important about investing in property for you?
yeah, there are a few things. Number one was creation of wealth in long term, and number two, de-risk my investment in long term. And number three was definitely financial freedom and planning for retirement and all those things. So that's secondary, but the most prominent thing which was in my mind was creation of wealth in long term.
So, you wanted to create wealth over the long term, you wanted to diversify and also work towards financial freedom and
Yeah.
future retirement goals. So, how long had you been feeling this way for?
See, I've been investing in equity markets, and yeah, I've been doing it for quite some time. The thing is, it's always that thing like this market going down, and we are not that seasoned investor kind of thing. So we always take out money out of the market, and then when coming to Australia, so in investing in properties is the most prominent, I would say, is way of wealth creation in long term.
Yeah. And how long had you been feeling this way that, look, I need to diversify into property now?
Maybe once I bought my principal place of residence, from that time onwards, it came to my mind like you can see the increase in the value of the house, right? And that's where it strikes on your mind that, okay, so this is also a way to, get something out of the property market.
Well, just for our audience, Pankaj bought a property around 417K odd in Western Australia, and you can't find anything below 500K for similar properties within, I think, 3 or 4 kilometers of the beach in less than 12 months. So there's great gains for Pankaj over the long term. But I'm also curious, what were your key challenges when you embarked on this journey? Obviously, you said you saw us on Facebook, but what was your key challenge?
Yeah, see, when you try to get in the property market, so you will start researching on social media, online, and there are thousands of agencies, thousands of agents, and thousands of people going to help you. Like you will find like, okay, so this is right, this is right, this is right, and you will ultimately get confused, right? So someone will say like buy in Queensland, buy in regional. Someone will say buy in Adelaide, Melbourne, and there are a lot of data factors, right? So for everyone, you will see like, okay, so this is correct, and the more you dig in, the more frustrated you are, right? You will not find the right place. So yeah, as I said, like watching your videos and taking some insights. So I thought about let's talk to these guys.
Mm.
And that's how I approached you guys, right? There are a lot of noise on social media, right?
Totally. And as you said, it leads to confused knowledge, right? The more people you speak to. And some are like buy new, buy established, and we have our reasons for buying established, of course.
Right,
And
right.
were there any fears about getting started?
Yeah, definitely. The fear of number one was it's our money, it's our hard-earned money, right? So when you are putting the money in the market, it carries a bit of risk, right? So that's the fear factor that people have seen, like property going down and remaining down for quite some time, right? Yeah, so that's the number one fear factor that was in my mind. And number two was, how am I going to do that? Because if I'm buying interstate, so will I need to travel? How much? When you travel, it carries a cost as well, right? And how many times will I need to travel? All those things, right? So the more you travel, the more money you spend towards buying the property. So all those things, all those factors were there, right? And once I reached out to you guys, you pretty convinced me, like, okay, so I don't need to go away from my laptop.
Sure.
Do
Yeah.
everything on laptop, and you will do all the work for me.
And as you called out earlier, there's thousands of service providers out there. What resonated with you about Property Twins that you thought, okay, this team is the right team for me?
See, when you talk to people, you understand a few things, right? Like, for example, I will give an example of an ad running on YouTube. It's been running for last 3 years like that, right? There is three property market which is going to boom. And you are going to make 100 to 200,000, right, in very short term. And if you miss it out, you can't buy a property in your lifetime. So this is doesn't sound convincing, I would say, right?
Yeah.
It's not giving you any insight. It's filling you with the fear factor. It's not giving you confidence, right?
Yeah.
But talking to you guys, it gave me confidence. Like, okay, yeah, now we can, these are genuine guys. I can proceed with them.
And it's obviously in a financial investment, right? You're buying something which is hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're investing a lot of money. And, there's people who think we can either do it ourselves or that we'll choose a buyer's agent with the cheapest fee. What would you say to that mindset?
Doing it ourselves, I don't know about others, because people are investing for quite some time, and I didn't have that much confidence. To be frank with you, I didn't have that much confidence. And then there is always a factor like, am I doing it right? What if something goes wrong, right? Even if you do it yourself, if you need to travel, right? And what if you miss something, even the smallest thing, right? So if you miss something, for example, pergola. So that's a very classic case, right? So if you miss whether it's council approved or not, so what's going to happen then? Like, there are very, very small things, right? And that's why I thought, like, okay, let's put it on the experts. You guys got experience. You did like different hazard checks and all those things on the website. I didn't know anything about that, right? And if I do it myself, I might have missed something, right? Some caveat. That's why I just wanted to get an expert and do it for me.
Sure. And how was the experience working with the Property Twins team?
No, yeah, it was pretty good. You guys kept me informed, and it was not easy for us as well. Like, we missed out on two properties, right? Because the market was quite, yeah, the market was quite hot, and we missed out on a couple of them, right?
Yes.
If I remember correctly, two of them before this one, right? Yeah. So, and if I would have done it myself, maybe I wouldn't have gone for the third one.
Right.
Yeah. And so, see, even though you are doing, buying a property, you need to do a lot of pre-work before, actually going in at that stage, do the inspection and do all those background checks and everything. Then only you go for the, either auction or putting an offer for property. Yeah.
Totally. And let's say, someone is researching, they're talking to lots of service providers. What would you say to them about Property Twins?
I will definitely say, talk to those guys. Yeah, unless you start conversation, you can't get anywhere. You just need to talk to for example, Property Twins, and get the conversation going. And you had some kind of, like, if you want to proceed with us, you had some days or something like that, right?
Oh,
You
we do master classes time to time.
Yeah. So that's number of master classes. So you will get some insight how you guys work, right? And all the work you do for us, it's really appreciable. It's a lot of work goes on before we actually put on the offer.
Yeah.
And all those, my property was on auction, right? So all all those things. It was pretty intense auctioning going on. So yeah.
Correct. In an ideal market, we'd buy a private treaty, but some markets, if that's a go, or if a property we really like is, if they allow us to have different conditions, then yeah, why not? And Pankaj, the property was purchased late last year, October-ish. How does it feel now that it's done and the market's moving? How do you feel now?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident about this property, and maybe I can, take out some equity and get another one too. Not really at the moment because the interest rates are quite high, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think we entered at the right time
Yeah.
and got some short-term gains, which is very important.
Yeah, well,
Right.
where do you
Yeah.
find a house in a capital city for sub 415, 420K? It's tough.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Right now, I was looking at other properties. No, nothing is available at this price.
Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, blocks half the size are selling for a lot higher than what you paid for your property.
Yeah. True. True.
Awesome. Any other thoughts, Pankaj?
I will give a message to the people like, okay, talk to Sana and Mona. I think you will definitely like these people, and they do really incredible work. So it will make your life easy, and hopefully you will make a lot of gains in the property market.
Thank you so much, Pankaj. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Sana.